What's up everyone, welcome back to another episode of BATV, and as you know, it has been quite some time since I've posted on this channel. The car has been away, but I finally got it back. I put a donor motor into it from a friend. You saw the parts car in my last video. This is that engine, standard B20A5, and it wasn't fully repaired when I got it back from the shop, so I had to do a couple of things to it. One of them is replace a hose off the water pipe in the back side of the engine. You can see here I'm blocking off some coolant. Finally got the hose out. It was pretty tattered. Camera comes into focus here. You can see some cuts and nicks on this hose. It was actually leaking onto my driveway, and after the first drive there was a puddle. Right there in the middle of your screen, that small piece of hose was the one I was replacing. It was quite a bear to get to, but with some patience and some parts out of the back of the car I had laying around, I cut this hose to fit, and that one's in much better shape than the previous. Installed in the reverse order, everything's back together, putting some coolant, lost a good amount of coolant in this install, putting the intake back on here. And I also decided to change out the battery. This one was dead and I had trickle charged it several times, no chance. So taking off the terminals here, and I actually got some new ones to replace it. You'll see that here in just a second, getting these positive and negatives out of the way. And then pulling the battery out of the car. Got a new battery. Nothing fancy here, I just need this thing to run and drive. New terminal end links on and off of the old ones. Getting the wires nice and tight, twisted around each other so they make a great connection with these new quick release. Positive cable and negative cable are in the same way. We're just locking down those clamps, making sure you get a good connection. And with the terminals installed, everything looked nice. Here's a quick shot of that. I noticed this cable coming off of the back side of the distributor. I went ahead and did a nothing special here and put that wire back together really quick. And with all the miscellaneous tasks complete, it's time for the first startup in many months. Good power. Check that we're in neutral. Clutch down. Sounds good. Notice the speedometer and temperature gauges are not working, but the car was running great, so we were headed back to the house after a quick test drive. The fans were on when we parked the car, so it led me to believe it might have been running a little hot. And we did another, it's nothing special here, fashioned an adapter so that I could get a better signal reading from the temp sensor. And the last small task was to hook up this speedometer cable. And with those repairs, my dash was fully operational again.